Boom. Grand Rising. All right. Really quick, gonna pop off a text to some people. The wind is crazy. Boom, send. All right, let's get the link copied over. Copy link. Okay, there it goes. Zach, hey there. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Okay, I just sent out a text. Let me also post the Discord. Yeah, I kind of been low key, so hit and miss sometimes. I don't expect a lot, and then people hop on, then they hop on. Okay, let's pop open some charts. Let's just kind of start running through it. Dang, Logan hit me up on Facebook and everything. Yeah. Leave group. Okay. Trading view. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Since I've got it open, I actually am seeing a little bit of a chart pattern that I want to go over. This will be recorded, so some people watch this later. But this is a thing. So I find with these, with rising wedges, a lot of times they end in a downtrend for the most part. And oppositely, the falling wedges, so rising means that it is pointing upward for the most part. And we'll get the pennants. Pennants are where they're like exactly pointing, sideways, horizontal. But then the falling, of course, opposite to the rising is when the end point is pointing downward. So if we make it like that, more like a wedge. Um, I find this pattern happens a lot in crypto. This is a really small version, but what the pattern I'm talking about is where usually where it breaks up above, making you expect and anticipate that it's going to continue upward. Because even though rising wedges most of the time end in a downtrend, there are times, sometimes, not as often, very actually very rare, um, that they will end in an uptrend. And so in this case, this is like a consistent thing where it breaks above to fake people out and then ends up moving downward. So I actually drew this on the Bitcoin chart. I think I deleted the arrows last night. Yeah. So I was talking about this on, if we look on if you guys check out on the Discord, where I posted in the crypto signals, I posted Bitcoin analysis. You'll see that I had some, where's it at? Arrows drawn like this. Boom, could do this, then this. So that's a common crypto thing. It's to fake people out because this is a separate chart. I was just on Rune, which is another crypto, and I'm on Bitcoin now, and so I'm kind of anticipating that situation. However, there's a chance that we could have just bounced and that was it. Um, we'll see though. We'll see. I'm not gonna make any trade yet, but I'm also seeing. See, I saw this wedge here, but you know what I'm seeing right now is this bit of a channel. Let's see here. Okay, here we have more of a falling wedge. And what did I just say falling wedges end in? Uptrend. Yep. So we'll see what happens. It could range right here for a while, and looks like we got this wedge kind of lined up for the end of it could be end of this month, April 1st. So watching, waiting. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, how it rolls. So in that case, I have on my chart something a little different. It is in the course. I talk about moving averages. Not often that I use them. Very rare. But sometimes with crypto, especially when price is falling, the 200 moving average is a good spot to look for a bounce. And also will pop up as resistance. So when it does fall to that level, so even though we did break over here, we broke through it. See how when it fell, we bounced multiple times, and so that's a good indicator that of a reversal. This is actually on the 1 hour, so let's go to the 4 hour. So I pop this on, and actually, boom! Look at that. Look at how beautifully move this line. Look how beautifully it bounced off of the 4 hour moving average there. Okay, bounced here, bounced here. So it's just a good, like I said, I don't use it a lot because I'm more price action trader, because without that moving average, we have this wedge that we could draw. We could have drawn this trend line based off of this low and this low here. So yeah, I mean, clearly that. So, but the moving average is a beautiful signal in this case. So, also another signal with it is a bounce, or when the lines start to, when we're in an uptrend. Can you do some of that, please? Thank you. You're the greatest. Um, when these lines, when they kind of get closer together, so the Bollinger Bands, the red 20 period moving average, I use that as a moving average also. It is a moving average. So I'll sometimes when I put the 200 on here, I'll kind of use them in conjunction with each other. And I know that when it gets close, either you're going to get a bounce or you're going to bust through. So, and when you get the cross, so like right here is a cross, or the lines cross. A downward cross means you'll have downside. Upward cross means you'll have upside. So a lot of fake outs in crypto, and it's not always an exact thing. See, we had a cross and it didn't really go in a downtrend. But yeah. Anyway, So Bitcoin, potentially, we could just go straight up from here. Very, very much potential for that. But I'm weary until we bust through. Like I want to see something like this, you know, where we use this trend line as support, and then we go above. Or I want to see, and it may not even be as high. Like I want to see us close above this. Let's come back here. Horizontal line. I want to see us close above this. Really, this 60K level, honestly, I'm going to say that to be safe. Like 60K is big resistance. And I think it's just because it's a big logical level. You know, those big round numbers end up being logical. We pull the chat here. False breakout. Yes. Yep. False breakout, fake out. And so I want to see a break of this trend would be good, but really for me, it's the 60K thing. We break 60 as soon as we break 60K, it will happen. Just kind of a win because there's a lot of reason for people to push the price lower before it goes up. We are in a bull market; it will go up, but just don't want to be caught in underwater longs. Underwater meaning you're in a buy and you're in a loss, right? I don't want to be caught in that for a long period, and I want to just wait for the good confirmation. So because of that, I'm not really trading crypto much this week, if at all. Ethereum, we got same thing, except we're not bouncing off the 4 hour. We're now under it, but you see this support here. Look at that. So that could be a beautiful sign. We could go up from here. Same thing with Ethereum. Bitcoin logical level, 60K. Ethereum logical level, 2K. No doubt in my mind, we're still going to go to 10K. Good news with Ethereum is that there's some updates coming out, making it a lot more efficient. EIP, I think it's 18 something. I don't even know. Ethereum Improvement Proposal, EIP. It's just the code proposal. What this next one does is it makes fees a lot less, makes it more efficient because Ethereum fees are crazy high. If you guys have bought any DeFi coins or tried to move Ethereum, then you know. And the next one, Ethereum 2.0, actually will it will do two things. Right now, you have to mine Ethereum to gain it and to provide to the network. So mining is when you have a big computer. I used to mine. It's like you use a gaming computer basically. So I had four like $1,000 or $1,200 gaming computer cards, and they're just doing all these math calculations and they're providing for the network. And I was keeping track of the ledger for this other coin called Raven Coin. And what Ethereum does, or what they're changing to, is called a proof of stake. So proof of work is where you have a mining system, meaning the computer's doing work, right? Proof of stake is where you put your coins. If you have a lot of Ethereum, you put them into an account and you lock it. And so they'll use those coins. You can take them out anytime, right? Just like a bank account will, even though you have money in your account, like if it's sitting there, the bank's doing other things with it, investing it or whatever, right? But what Ethereum does what it helps to do is to create liquidity, and it helps to support the network. So that makes it so none of these computer systems are needed. What it also does is, this is what's cool. Bitcoin right now, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever minted. And after that, done. So it's called deflationary, right? All of our money in any country that we're from is inflationary, meaning they can always print more dollars or euros or yen, always print more, inflationary. Ethereum is inflationary. They can always print more Ethereum. Until Ethereum 2.0 comes out, it will become deflationary. So just like Bitcoin, it will be a limited supply. What that will do is create tons of scarcity and it will blast off. Now, Ethereum 2.0 doesn't come out until next year, probably sometime. I think it's early, like probably April 2022-ish. They're just working on the code, So anyway, enough of crypto. It's easy to talk about, right? It's a bull market, so I do want to go into gold and silver a little bit. I'm gonna remove all my drawings and just kind of start fresh. So let's see here. On the weekly, so silver weekly doesn't look so hot. Um, Yeah, okay. So by the way, I'm actually today I'm gonna spend a lot of time charting. I might if I see trades, I might jump in. Um, if I see trades, I'll for sure draw them out for you guys. I just kind of I got too stoked about crypto this last weekend. Just it looked so bullish, it looked so ready to break out, and I made a lot of pretty big trades, and I didn't lose a lot, but it's just that I had a lot of trades open that I lost some money, and so I'm just kind of waiting because they ended up going down a little bit, and I got out before the big dip, uh, but still. Anyway, having said that, I'm gonna chart a bunch. So please, if you guys have any charts that you want me to look at, if you have any questions about crypto, if you have any questions about Forex, I can look at stock charts. As I've said before, I don't really trade stocks, and my history in the stock market, making stock trades is so. Um, yeah, let me know. But anyway, I'll just keep running through it. Okay, so silver. What I'm gonna do is draw these levels on the weekly, of course. Support and resistance, heavy resistance up there, right here, down there. I see. Okay, cool. Oops, let's go to the daily. Yeah, so this looks like we're definitely headed downward. However, on the daily, this candle, which was what, about a couple weeks ago, this movement here, to me is a really strong one, really strong indicator of potential breakout because we did make a new high, even though it was sold pretty heavily. See, I'm on the fence right now. Like, I really think what's happening is the price is being held down. Just a lot of accumulation happening. And I think that with a lot of money and a lot of silver, they are holding the price down. The price is going to go upward. Um, let's see here. We're going to do a trend line. Boom. See, we broke trend downward though. This was kind of the breakout, so that's another like I don't know. Silver and gold tend to do some fake outs though here and there. Also, um, yeah. Let's see. I'm not saying right now. I see me for me. I don't think a short is a good idea for silver. However, if we break this low, uh, the support line here, then we'll for sure go to the next one, in my opinion. This could also be almost a head and shoulders pattern, kind of an awkward one. Shoulder, head, shoulder, probably more see on the daily, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. And usually if the head is on the top, or obviously our heads are on top of our shoulders, then it will go downward. But you have what's also called an inverse head and shoulders, same thing, just flipped and then upward. So that's something I see. Also, we see that we came up here, we bounced off support, right? This was support. We came up, and we tested it again here, and bounced, but it looks like we're going to test it again. And what happens with support and resistance when it's tested multiple times? Usually we break it, right? It's weaker each time. So that's on the daily. Also tends to be that level is the 200 moving average. Euro JPY continued down. Zach asked, let's check it. On the lower time frame. Honestly, probably, yeah. see what weekly looks like. Yeah, totally. I think so. I think so. Let's see what that top was, where it lines up with. A lot of lines here. Let's delete a couple. Okay, so see this top line, Zach, that was the last like local top, and I'm looking at the weekly chart just to make it easier to go back. And back here was it was resistance. Up here was support, and I'm not seeing much else there except for if we go back even farther. So it's definitely a level. We have 3 days left in this daily or this weekly. I'm sorry, and 3 days left in this daily. Yeah, yesterday's daily candle was decent, but it was it's like a Sunday thing. I guess that was Monday, but that's such a interesting drop. Yeah, 19. So we had over the weekend a good drop. Yeah, to me that looks like we're having a change of trend here. Um, 4 hour. Yeah, it looks like we already filled this gap here. Totally. So this is also I'm on the 4 hour right now, and we have kind of a low time frame support here. Boom, right there. See how it was support right there. So if we bust that, then we can anticipate to go to the next level. This is going to be a little bit of a stronger level, 1282. Stronger because multiple times, like here was support, here was resistance, and then we can also say like this top as well, right? Because it's a range. So my guess is yes. I don't think if you're already in the trade, I would hold on, and I would put maybe based off the 15. Oh yeah, 15 minutes says short right now. Honestly, depending on how this 15-minute closes, I would make this trade. Said I wouldn't make many trades, but it looks really good. We're also so close though to this support line. We just kind of hit it. The reason I'd be comfortable to make it being so close to that is because we did hit it, and so that to me means that we'll probably continue to bust downward. But there's 8 minutes left in this 15 minute, so I think so. Hourly for me looks this isn't even though we just closed this last candle inside the band, this isn't like a strong enough signal that we're gonna at least test the moving average. I don't think we will. I think that go upstairs. Okay, you're beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. 1 second. The top of this last major bearish candle. Let me do the horizontal ray right here. That's kind of the level I'm looking at, and you can see how this last 1 hour candle we kind of got close to it. So if we break through that, just like support and resistance, I don't think we will break through that. I think that at minimum, or I mean at maximum, we'll test that and then continue down. But if we do break through, boom, we're going there. So let's see though. So Vincent, what's up, brother? Anthony, good to see you. Nicholas, Ruth, also hello. Grand Rising, beautiful. Every day beautiful. I've been feeling though the energy in the air, and so uh, those of you in tune, really think every one of you on here are pretty in tune. Radical changes going on, in my opinion. So much UFO stuff this last week. I'm getting so excited about it. You saw last night UFO sightings in India, uh, in Jamaica. There were a bunch of people started posting and tweeting that they were seeing a fireball falling slowly from the sky, and so it's so exciting. I can't wait. I really hope I'm like I got my money on this fall shaking hands with an alien. So I don't actually have my money on it, but I'm really anticipating it. So okay, let's keep going with charts. See, it's interesting, um, because I go back and forth of getting really into the happenings of the world, but also I'm a follower of I'm a Krishna follower, which Krishna is like the main god in Hinduism, and I follow the Bhakti path. So there's a lot of different. I don't actually want to compare Hinduism to Christianity, but like there's different types of Christianity, Baptists and Catholics and on and on. There's different sects of Christianity, or I'm sorry, of Hinduism, but Hinduism is not really organized. Like it's not an organized religion. It's kind of you practice on your own, and there's yogis, people who choose to just follow the spiritual path. They just go and follow it. They don't go to a church or a building. And yes, there are plenty of temples, but these temples are usually created by one of those yogis who does that. He starts to get closer to enlightenment, and as he's going along that path toward enlightenment or moksha, his consciousness is constantly raising, and so he'll start to teach others. And these others, they get so excited about the teachings of this yogi that they'll start to donate, or they'll, wealthy Indians or wealthy devotees or followers will go and build temples for them to have a space instead of just a cave. So, anyways, not so organized. But what I'm getting at is that with bhakti, with the teachings of Hinduism, it's the idea of the Maya, and Maya is just this world, the 3D world, that it's all an illusion, and all the happenings and all the drama going on are a way to keep us in the illusion, sense gratification, and the idea is for my following, the idea, what I follow, the idea to get to that enlightenment, get back to being one with God, is to get rid of those attachments, completely. Any sense gratifications, from taste, sound, sight, all of that. It's all part of the 3D world. And I don't know, but like I said, it's really like aliens exciting. So I go back and forth of like, okay, I need to not get it so attached to, keep working on myself to, all the other stuff. So the drama is easy to get into. Oh wow! So Euro USD is looking like a really good short, also, um, on the macro and the micro. Yeah, but aliens. Yeah, I agree. Dude. We're on the same page there. Definitely on the same page. Oh wow, Euro USD looks like such a good short. On the swing trade, I might make a little swing trade, a smaller swing trade on this. Okay, I'll draw this out. I'll find an actual scalp for everybody to follow. But this just looks so good. See, I mean, just kind of clearly with what we know, uh, broke below the moving average here, came up, retested the moving average on the daily. So, and that's just about to bust through. We've already tested this 200 moving average. So, yeah, looks so good. So let me draw it. I'm just gonna jump in because I feel like it. So that, and let me show you my target. I mean, target here 115833. However, we might not go as low as that. Let's see if I can see. I don't see much of another target. Hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, we very well could though. Oh, I just took ginger. I just burped and I tasted it. Not that you guys care, but I try to take ginger every morning. Probiotics are good, but just to get my like ginger is really good for digestion, and so just to kind of get my digestive system rolling. And I have like you can buy ginger supplement. I bought this ginger, old ginger pills. Yeah, I mean the only levels that I'm really seeing, I would say here, So let me draw that out. Swing trade, not a scalp. This isn't something I expect. Like minimum probably through the rest of this week. Okay, move this down here. Move this way down here. Okay, so I got like a 2 risk to reward ratio. I'm actually going to move my stop a little lower. I'm going to move my stop based off of a 4-hour and above this candle right here, because that's above the 4-hour moving average. Also above this support resistance line here. I've drawn from here. Looks like here a little bit. I drew it on the daily. I'm not going to go way back. I don't want to lose spot. So draw out. Boom. I already entered this just because it looks so good. And, you know, this is one where it might have been better to wait on the 15-minute for a good entry, a little bit better entry. But even on the 15-minute, the entry looks really good. You know, we might bounce a little bit, but we're testing these lows. We've already tested them multiple times. So I think we just kind of bust through. Okay, so swing trade call. And this is, I'm actually post this to the Discord for everyone. But boom, let me delete all the lines here to make it easier for, we'll leave that one. We'll delete this one. Stop loss, enter now. Stop loss is at 1.19383. Take profit 1.1711. Yeah, it looks super good.
Can you just repeat those stop loss and take profit for me, please?
Totally. Yeah. Stop loss is at 1.19383.
Yep.
And take profit 1.17110.
Sweet.
And what could be good now, watch these trades and watch this trade and move. We want to consistently move the stop loss down when we get opportunity to do so. And this hourly so far, like it looks like it's about to dump. There's 30 minutes left. Honestly, based off of this, I would feel comfortable. I'm gonna leave my stop loss for the moment because I based my charting off of the higher time frame. I want to wait till we break these lows. It looks like we're doing that now. Once we break these lows, then move the stop loss to about 1.1904. And the reason is because on the, go back to the hourly, that was the last like a major wick, 1.1904. Yeah, we have a good couple major wicks on the 1 hour. And so minimum, since it's a swing trade, like minimum 1 hour. And then let's see where that level is on the 4 hour actually. Yeah, and on the 4 hour, that's also above the previous 4 hour close. But since we're only 25, 30 minutes into this 4 hour close, or this 4 hour candle, I don't want to, I'm going to wait. But I would feel comfortable. I'm just not going to be around to watch it until tomorrow. So, yeah. and even now, like I said, if I was scalping, I would say this could be a good, you can move it down a bit, but just watch it. Let's wait for this 1 hour close. We'll get it before the stream's over, and we might move it down actually before the stream's over. So, okay, Euro JPY also. So that makes sense actually with what Zach was asking about Euro JPY. So it just looks like Euro USD. It looks like the Euro's tanking a bit. Let's see if there's any news. No news today on the euro. So I don't see any fundamental, not yet. I mean, maybe there's something going on that we won't know for a little bit. Okay. I'm going to screenshot this right now and post it to Discord for everybody. This will be the first um, Forex call in a little while. Oops, lost it. Um, and this is a trade, like I said, I'll time it out right now, but at least through this week. Cool. Okay, and I'm gonna anticipate. Let's see, daily. See, even though yesterday was a strong daily, we're just so well under this. So, um, yeah, we'll watch this 1 hour. See weekly, and weekly looks so good for more downside. Also, cool. And so that means Euro JPY probably just should have jumped in the Euro JPY. Euro JPY actually does look like there could be more downside. I think it'll go the same though, just it's the same currency pair. I mean, not same pair, but it's the same. Even on a scalp, this looks really good. I wouldn't want to scalp this right now though because we are so close to this level. So we'll kind of maybe we'll just wait to see what happens. We could get a little bit of a bounce before we head down farther. Let's see what GJ is looking like. Wow, that last 4 hours is strong bounce. When I see those in crypto, I buy them. Forex sometimes, because Forex you get a lot more of the wick fills. Uh, since we're going, it's not like right in the beginning of the move, so I don't think that we'll get a full wick fill on that. But buying hasn't been very strong yet. So I potentially with this see, we bounce off like at least get a test of that moving average, or this level here. So let's see here. We are in a downtrend, so I'm not going to buy this, but I think that there's a good potential for this movement here that we go up to 150.262 and then maybe bounce downward on British pound, Japanese yen. Let's see euro odd, also euro pair. So oh wow, look at that. This is a beautiful short. Um, Look at those wicks off of the moving average. Just in general, those wicks. Wow, just off the 4 hour. I mean, they like everything else looks like it's a euro, another euro pair. Dang, euro's just weakening. But that 4 hour, oh my gosh. Okay, I won't post this one to Discord, but I'll post this for you guys. Another swing trade. Trend, boom. Just because these 4 hour wicks, I mean, it does well. Oh man, I don't know, because let me draw it out a little more. But when you get 2 wicks like that, like a lot of selling pressure, especially off of resistance. However, you see here this trend line I drew, we did break above, so we could potentially just be going back to this and retesting it. But those wicks are beautiful. Daily, that wick is off of the. See, not many of the charts are lining up. It's just those 4 hour wicks are so strong. 30. Yeah, I anticipate downside, of course. I don't know. This might be a scalp. We closed above the resistance here, like we made a new high, and so we're technically in an uptrend now, but look at it. Also, look at last time we tested the 200. So here's where I was talking about the 200 moving average earlier. You can see how sometimes it can be a good indicator. Honestly, my heart's telling me to short it. Let's wait till the good close, though. Good entry, I mean. If we break below, I'll jump into a scalp that could turn into a bigger trade. That could turn into a swing, I mean. So strong, yeah. 200 bounces. Looking good for us. There's the break. Honestly, I'm going to enter this with the anticipation of it being, with the expectation of it being a scalp. Let's, yeah, see that last 5-minute close. Smart thing to do would be to wait, see how we're kind of getting this little bit of a support here at the 200 on the 5-minute. But we did close heavily out of the bands. Also, though, I'm looking at this level here. It is support. But there's no way. Let's see the 1 minute. This one I'm comfortable with doing the 1 minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna enter it. Like it's such a good R&R, risk to reward. So sell euro odd right now. And then I'll draw it out here in a sec. This is a scalp, and then I'm keeping, of course, let's keep our risk calculated. I just have my risk in my head, like I just know with my account size and all that, like what I should be staying at. So, yeah, okay. And I'm gonna base my stop loss off of the 15-minute. We're 2 minutes away from a close, so let me draw it out here though. A little late to the party, but it's okay. Okay, so my target is the top of that trend line that we potentially, remember I drew it on the 4 hour, we could potentially just be retesting that. Now I'm going to see what the price action does. If we just break right through, then I'll get, I'll stay in it. So, boom, already in profit. Okay, my stop loss is up at 154,925. And this scalp would be like a 40 pip move, which is pretty good. And on the 5-minute,
the stop loss again.
Yeah, stop loss on this 154,925.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, but we'll be moving that down shortly. $20 seconds left in this 15-minute close, and there's no signs of bouncing really. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. All we gotta do is close below the candle bodies here, and even if we do get a little bit of a bounce upward and then back down, just hold it. So it's a good trade. Yeah, there we go. Also close 5 minute below the 200. So easy money.
What was the take profit? Did you put a take profit in or?
Yeah, 1.5424. And Zach just asked why that. Let me show you again on the 4 hour. I drew this trend line here. On the 4 hour, this trend line is based off this top, this top, this top as well. And I drew it based off of these wicks. We could go closer and do the bodies, but I just don't want to be more conservative with it. So I drew that based. Oh, what the heck? That's so weird. I saw the red line here. Let me go back. So interesting. Okay. I think it's just because this is so skinny. That's why. So let me stretch it out a little bit. Okay, cool. Yeah, that it did show up. Yeah, so why one like 5424? Because that to me would be the retest of this trend line here. And I drew, like I said, drew that based off the 4 hour. If you also look, the 4 hour moving average, the 20 period red line, looks like it's heading up there as well. So you can kind of see that that would be a bounce potentially off that before we head upward. The main reason we entered are because these wicks here, so strong. Um, and the hourly, it looked kind of bearish, but the 4 hour did, 15 minute does. That 15-minute close was juicy for us. Yes. Clear as a Caribbean beach. I like it. Yeah, you know what's not been clear? The beach is here. I mean, it's still decently clear, but a lot of seaweed washing up, and I'm actually curious if any of you know why that might happen. I have no idea. I've asked locals here too, like why is there so much seaweed washing up on shore, and nobody seems to know. Yeah, it's a good trade, beautiful trade. Storms at sea, could be, but I don't know. It's been a thing here for like we were here last June, and we've been here, December, since December this time, and just always seaweed. There's a lot of people they hire to like it washed up on the beach, and they'll hire to clean it up. And so um, they say Tulum is some of the prettiest beaches in the world, which I could agree. I actually think that Cancun has prettier beaches, to be honest. Tulum's got a way better vibe though, like way better. Cancun is all spring break and stuff, and Tulum is all hippies. And we're actually going tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Oh, dang, today. Oh, going today to it's called Tepescohuite ceremony in Tulum, and it's Mayan ayahuasca is what I was told. But ayahuasca lasts 12 hours, and this is like we're doing three 15 to 30-minute things. It seems to me like a DMT type of thing, but more ceremony oriented. So that should be really interesting and introspective. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, now we wait. Now the only thing that we got to watch, as traders, as good traders that we are, it's imperative that we always look to counter trade ourselves, meaning we are looking to prove ourselves wrong, right? Because if it's easy to make a trade, make that decision, and then want to like be right, like, oh, Garrett, I'm gonna make money, let's go. But being in that mindset, of course, that's bias, and bias can cause losses. That's emotion, right? It's desire, it's attachment. And if we can be subjective and looking at all information coming through, um, in this case, the reason or what I'm talking about specifically is that we're about to test on the 1 hour, this 20 period moving average. Now, the 15-minute, which can kind of tell us which direction the 1 hour is going to head, to me looks like we're heading down. 30-minute, we've already busted through. So, clearly busted through. So I'm not too worried about it. 4 hour, we have, we still have yet to head down. However, it is something to be weary of. So if price action starts to reverse completely, then, we want to be ready for that. So let's see, once this hourly closes, I'm going to look for a better place to move our stop loss to, probably based off of the 30-minute, maybe the 15. But if you look here on this 5-minute, one thing that I do like is we have now flipped. See how this was support? We're now under it. And it's also under the 200 moving average on the 5-minute. So uh, ideally, we'll either head a little bit farther down or we might range a little bit. But ideally, we just kind of we don't really go back above that. It stays as resistance. So remember, it's a range. So I would say more this wick here. That could be, it could go all the way up to here, right? But yeah, it's a level to watch. But everyone should be in profit. So that's a happy, at least on that one. The other one, I'm like back and forth. I'm like right at break even basically. So wasn't feeling too confident on the swing trade. Yeah, let's go back and analyze it a bit. So let's see, 15-minute. That last 15-minute candle is a decent bullish bounce. So that is something to be wary about. Short term, yeah, you see, it was support. So we very well could head back up. Let's see though. 4 hour. See, and for me, the main reason I was making this is the daily chart. That to me just looks so much like we're going to head down. Um, I also kind of see this head and shoulders action potentially forming. So that to me also means more downside, potentially. So we just got this cross on the 1 hour move, or 20 and 200. We're under it. Yeah, I still feel good about it. I definitely do. Smaller time frame, expect some ranging, but I I feel good. Yeah, I think we'll end up all right. Let's go back to the euro odd trade. Let's see, 5-minute. Boom. Where's my entry actually at? My entry is 1-4. It's like right there. 667. Boom. Yeah, so this one, I probably, yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll go through. This could be more of like a day trade and could run through the day. So uh, we're about to get this hourly close and see how we're kind of getting some, bit of support here. We are bouncing a little bit for sure in the 1 minute, but not like anything to be worried about, in my opinion. Um, let's see, 30 minute, because as long as this 30-minute closes below here, and let's see what that looks like on the hourly. Yeah, hourly closes below this level as well. Then we're good. So we have 4 minutes. Anything could happen. We could totally bounce up, and if we bounce up and close, up towards these candles here with a strong wick, then we should be a little weary. But see that green line, how it's, that's support resistance. Like to me, we have to close above that for me to think about closing this trade before. But I just don't think it's gonna happen at all. Yeah, like look at that 5 minute close. Yeah, it was a bullish candle, but um, still engulfing. The previous one was engulfing. So this is informational gold. You telling me that makes me feel like I shouldn't post these to YouTube publicly anymore. I might just want to keep them for the group. Um, I'm seeing the power in the Discord, at least for me. The It's not the full coaching. I'll probably still have my full course available for people to purchase, and then they'll be in the group. But um, for me to put the time into into coaching and stuff, I think that the group as it grows would make more sense for me because I can speak to more people. And Facebook group, Tyler says, actually, okay, good to know. I actually do have a Facebook group made, but it's not really active. So yeah, let's work around that. I'll make sure it's good because I know a lot of people aren't used to Discord, so that's that's a whole different thing. Look at it trying, dude. It keeps trying to test that line, but yeah. And by the way, I chose Discord. I know like most people are like used to Facebook and used to other things. I chose Discord because I believe it's up and coming. I do like how on Discord I can sort it out to different channels. I know it can, if you're like just getting into Discord, never used it, it can be confusing for sure. Um, I also like for me as administrator of the group, I can sort out who has access to what. So like every one of you in here has access to the full thing, and there are some channels that like some people don't have access to everything. But anyway. We are testing it, but it's still looking like I don't know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm not in profit on this one anymore, but I am in profit on that swing trade, the Euro USD one I called. But like I said, it's swing trade, so it's still like not really much profit, like $30 up or something, nothing crazy. We should be little, thinking about this wick here on the 15 minute, but same, like I said, this is resistance, so I'm really not anticipating much. We love it. Keeps getting rejected. They're trying, like let's push it up, please, but no. We have the power. Us Bears. Yeah, gold is so crazy to me. How gold and silver just keep the downside is incredible. Looking at silver now, like this is so crazy to me. All this inflation and how like these are supposed to be backing our money up. Like what the heck? Gold should be at like 2K right now. Yes, yes, yes. Um, more it gets tested, the weaker it gets each level. Zach just asked, the more it bounces off a point, the more likely it is to push through. Yes, exactly. By the way, on the wrong one. You're odd. We just got our close. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. We're in there. Yep, the hourly close. We're good. So we're heading down. This is basically guaranteed money now. Yeah, with this level, we only needed, one test, boom. Second time we broke through. But let's find some other location where, I mean, here we could say bounced off, and then we can finally tested it again. We broke through, but it was only once. So that's why, like, because we made these new highs, I don't anticipate this being like a really long term short. Like that's kind of the next major level. Which also that I just realized now on the 1 hour, this level of bouncing off this trend line that I drew also is a support line because it was resistance here. So that's kind of where I'm looking. So it's a beautiful trade. I don't think this. I'm looking at Euro odd, and wow, I'm up good in profit. I mean not good, but it's a good start. It just tells me we're going in the right direction. So currently up about 7-8 pips. Uh, but we're hunting for what 40. 40. So for me, that should be like I don't know. I think I just did a one lot on that. So probably what $400. That's $1 a pip. Yeah. Yeah. I think I wouldn't call that specifically a tweezer top. Just the double wicks. Tweezers are when the wicks are the exact same. And I know these are close, so close. Like you could get away with calling that a tweezer. But yeah, like we have multiple reasons on this. One, we closed outside the Bollinger Band here, and usually when that happens, that does mean continuation, but not right away. It means that we'll probably retest a lot of times, like when it's the first time. Um, so anyways, I foresee that. Two, we did break trend, right? We were in this downtrend. And so we want to retest, like always, if we break and we make a new trend, we want to retest that just to make sure that it's flipped. And so just like support and resistance, if we break through support or resistance, we want to break through that and retest it just to make sure that it's a strong thing, right? A strong level. And what else? Yeah, the wicks also bounced off of the moving average. We also had, this first one was like, okay, probably going to go down from here, but two in a row. And the second one closed inside of the band. So we consider this a Bollinger bounce. Definitely reason to head downward. We went on the smaller time frames. The hour, it was clean close where we came down and we actually retested the cloud or the band. And so that's a beautiful reason. 15-minute, we were under the moving average there, already headed down. We also had broke this low, but that was just in the last like 30 minutes. We closed below it, so that's another good sign. So we had a lot of good reasons to jump in that trade. Yeah. But the main reason when I first saw the main reason that got me to even look at it were these wicks. And I don't need anything. Like I don't need a moving average. I don't need Bollinger Bands. like simply just looking at those wicks, I could just say, yeah. I mean, clearly that just means that there's a lot of selling pressure, especially after it being, or especially with it being after a big bullish move, right? Strong bullish move here, all the way up, and then we get these two wicks after, especially after two big candles. That means a lot of selling pressure, and it's pretty close to this resistance line. So, support resistance being range. So yeah, kind of a long way to answer. That's everything I saw there. So this is one I'm gonna let run. We're getting some sideways action, which I anticipated for sure. Let me find a level to move the stop loss to. Hey, beautiful. Okay, not moving it down much, but I am going to move the stop loss down to the top of this right here. This is the 30-minute candle. So it's the strongest, the best spot to move it down to. So just to protect our profit a little bit. That is new stop loss on Euro odd 1.5486. Okay. And then let's check the Euro USD trade. That one up decently in profit as well. Yeah, we can move this stop loss a lot lower now. I feel real comfortable to do that because we broke these lows here. So this stop loss, I'm going to move under, just above the, we have this 1 hour close, and then the previous candle before that, I'm going to move it above that wick. So new stop loss on the Euro USD trade. It's going to be 1.18975. Which turns this into a risk to reward 8.8. We were at a 2. That's a beautiful trade. So anticipate this. Now, I want to just describe, because I'm gonna cut this live stream here in a sec. So I want to describe what, while you guys, like, I don't want to just leave you stranded with knowing when to move your stop loss and such. Okay, so when I'm now, what we're looking at, see here how we were just talking about on the Euro odd chart, that 5 minute. Remember, we flipped that support resistance line. So we have that same situation here. Remember, support because we bounced upward. So now we're broken through. Okay, what we could totally see over the next day, over the next 2 days, whatever, we could see it go down, we could see it go up, but we probably will see it retest this level potentially after some more downside. If you so choose and you like the profit that you see, in the next day or so, then great, close it out. I'm kind of in this for the long haul. I'm going to leave my stop loss right where it's at for a while. But if you want to move it, you want to wait for a good location to move it, right? In this case, usually what I do is I'll wait for a bullish candle. Since we're in a short, I'll wait for the next like bullish candle. Maybe it will go down. Let me just draw some arrows to make it super clear. And ask in the group. Like, I know, I might not be available right away, but just ask in the group. If you're like, yo, I think I should draw it here. Send a screenshot of your chart, whatever you need to do, right? I want you guys to be really comfortable. I want you to learn it. Okay, so if you go down, like this type of thing could happen, right? We could test this, or we could just go like this, then go down, right? Or we could test this again, then go down. But right here, this down, up, down type of thing, that's what I'm looking for, right? So right here, down, and then right here we went up a little bit, just one candle on the 1 hour, but went down, up, then back down. So that is the location where I can move my stop loss. So let's say it happens here. Then as soon as you get that close and you break this low, okay, so right here, this down and then up, because we broke this low right here with this candle, I'm now comfortable enough to move my stop loss right here, right? So yeah, let's wait for that to happen. And like it could happen way lower, right? But that's where we can keep moving our stop loss. And we want to continuously move that stop loss down because we want to keep protecting our profit, protecting our capital, and our profit is our capital, like it's doesn't mean that just because we make profit we can go and lose it again later. So anyway, I have to prepare. We have a cleaning lady coming in like 50 minutes, so I have to pick up some things. Um, but yeah, just watch that. Keep active on the Discord. Tag me on the Discord. Photos of charts, photos of what you see. That would be beautiful. That would help me out to kind of do things quickly. I will probably be out for the day because I am doing that ceremony today. I will be somewhere in another dimension for a little while. So, anyways, having said that, yeah, this is a good one. I think we got some good knowledge in this, so feel free to watch back again and study it. I will post this one. Oh, should I post it? Okay. Before we go, I want an opinion. You guys are all members of the group, and you guys have all in here, purchased the course or have been in coaching. Should I post these to YouTube publicly, or should I post them privately and just share the live streams to the group? I want at least one opinion on that. What do you think, Mia? So the live stream, like I'm giving like course type knowledge in the live stream, and I've been just posting those to YouTube. So I'm thinking of just doing a private.
Yeah, make this one private.
Make this one private. Okay. Tyler says publicly. Ruth saying, Gary V says.
They all said publicly.
Post your best shit for free.
It ain't
Okay.
It ain't shit though.
Okay.
It ain't shit.
Gary V goes hard. Yeah. Okay. I see two people say public. Okay. I'll post this to you too.
Okay, so sorry, 2 seconds, man.
Yeah.
He goes, what does he say? He says, give all your best content away for free and then sell the stuff that you can't scale. So things like your time.
Okay.
So when you're coaching, that's when you like get people to pay big bucks for your time because you can't really, it's not scalable, right? There's only so much time that anyone has. But the way to get more people is to give away your best shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. Okay. Well.
And I mean, he should know, right?
Yeah. Gary V's the man. Okay. I appreciate the opinion. Cool. So then, yeah, for you guys, for everyone else, this will be on YouTube here in the next like 30 minutes or so.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ruth. You guys have a blessed, awesome day. Take it easy. We'll all talk soon.
Bye.